He was throwing changeups, and I kept swinging over, and then he beat me with a fastball. So I was thinking just leave the changeup down. That was all that was going through my mind that entire at bat, and then he left that slider up, and I was able to get my barrel to it, and luckily it went out. So.
Did you think it was gone when you hit it?
I knew I hit it well, but I don't ever think it goes. So, I mean, the wind was blowing out that way, so I knew I had a chance, but I was happy that went.
Did you see the right fielder, like his motions that he was making when you hit the ball? He kind of deked everybody in the crowd, I think, that it was actually gone. We thought it was just going to land somewhere in the outfield.
Yeah, I saw him he had no idea where the ball went, so I was just running until I heard everyone cheer and then knew that it was out for sure, so I just took off. But, yeah, he didn't see it, so.
I mean, as someone that plays right field, were you kind of feeling for him a little bit on a ball like that where you just lose it and don't know where it goes?
Yeah, I mean, those you struggle with, so you never know really what's going on. But, I mean, it was a good ball to hit, so I was kind of happy.
You get the sense that hit just probably settled your team down a little bit and gave you a lift of confidence?
Yeah, I mean, we were down one, and we were battling. I mean, we weren't having very good at-bats, so that kind of helped out a little bit. But I knew we were about to turn it around. I mean, the guys right before me, all three had hard base hits, so it was nice. I mean, we were starting to get rolling, and that just kind of settled the deal, I guess, with that one.
Just I guess the depth in your lineup, that kind of hit can come from anywhere. I mean, does that just speak of the depth that you guys have?
Yeah, I mean, 1 through 9, anyone can go deep. I mean, people think just like Miller's a little guy. I mean, he hits balls out, no problem. I mean, anybody's got the opportunity to hit it out. So I'm like, today the wind's blowing out to right. Any lefty in the lineup can hit it out today. So
just to get another Friday win in the Big Ten, I mean, just the way you guys set the tone for a series, just how big are these games on Friday?
Yeah, Friday's big. It does set the tone for the weekend, and it's good to get out 1-0 and make Saturday a day where you can win a series. So it's definitely big getting that first one instead of being down 0-1 on the weekend. So
I think before you hit the Grand Slam, Doug had motion to you from the coach's box, kind of like he was bringing his hands up a little bit, probably, let the ball be up. Was that the signal he was trying to give you?
I kept swinging at changeups that were down on the zone and pitches that were down. He's real good when you start chasing that pitch down. So that was kind of the big thing I was thinking, was leave that changeup down, because I think I had swung at 3 already that were looked up, but I just kept chasing it. So that's basically what their motive was, just kind of leave it or swing at your pitches up, basically.
It's your first Grand Slam?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure.
Dating back to when?
I don't even know, man. I don't hit enough home runs that I just kind of glad it got out.
But it's a Grand Slam.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you that I've ever hit one, so it was exciting.
You down a little bit?
No, actually, after the first couple innings, I kind of had a new plan. What I was doing, I was a little up in the first 2 innings. I knew I had to get my pitches down, so they got to me a little bit in those first couple innings. They got a couple hits on me, got a run, so I knew I had to get the ball down. Changeup was working well, and I got ahead in the count on those guys with changeups and was able to finish them early, and that was the key to today.
But the Grand Slam,
the Grand Slam, it lifts a lot of weight off your shoulders, and Serrato stepped up big today, and that was a big hit. And the other guys got on base 3 in a row right there to start off the inning. No outs, bases loaded. That's a tough position for that pitcher to be in, and Serrato got the best of him today.
I mean, you're just kind of a tone setter for these weekends. I mean, what's the key to getting off to good starts in these games for the club?
I mean, when you're pitching on Fridays, you definitely have to set the tone for the weekend. You don't want the other team to get confidence. You want your team to have confidence. So go out there and put up as many zeros as you can and get the team rolling for the weekend. And it's a big player in a lot of Big Ten weekends.
Did you really concentrate on the magnitude of this series, knowing that they're right on your heels in this Big Ten race?
I mean, this is a big series, but we got to approach this series the same way we approach any other series. We're out here to get ahead in the conference, and this team's they're a good team. So we got to come out and give it our best every day, because we know they're going to, and they're a good ball club, and they showed that today. So they played us hard, but we played them pretty hard as well. So it went our way today.
Defense played pretty well today. What's going through your mind when you see Charles basically go full out and run into the tarp like this?
I mean, I love it as a pitcher, seeing my position players give up their body to make that play, because that's a big play in that situation. That's a second out of the inning, and Charles did a heck of a job going over that tarp to get that ball. It was a tough play, so that's awesome for him, and I'm happy that my players are going to throw their bodies out there and sacrifice them to get an out for me.
Yeah, well, and we've talked about, the hits have to be timely, and we like timely hits more than the quantity anyways, but, obviously we had bases loaded, nobody out, so, that was at least going to be a sacrifice fly when it came off the bat, but then, I thought for sure it was going to be an extra base hit, and, it got over the fence for us, but, I think either way we were going to put some runs on the board that inning, so, the home run kind of ended it, and the next three guys went 3 up, 3 down, but, to get 4 runs there was huge, and, the way that Joe was pitching, even though they had 4 leadoff guys on in the first 4 innings, he minimized it. Only one of them scored, and, I thought he got better and stronger as the game went on.
You motioned to Barrett, either the pitch before the home run or a couple of pitches before, about you brought your hands up, and were you just telling him to bring the ball up a little bit, or what did you see during that at bat?
I think really through the first 3 innings, Bucefaro, what he does well is just, he keeps the ball down. He's got a little bit of sink on his ball, and so we were hitting the top half of the ball. We actually had 15 ground out today, and really, maybe 1 or 2 challenge ground balls. All the rest of them were choppers, so he did a good job of getting us to hit the top half of the ball, but in that situation, just telling Barrett to try to get the ball up. Now with 2 strikes, he was battling for his AB, and the pitcher made a mistake, and Barrett deposited it. So he did a good job. A great AB by Barrett, and I thought a great AB by all of our hitters that inning to lead off the first 4 guys to get on base, and then to set it up for Barrett.
Why was Joe better, probably from the fourth inning on, third, fourth inning on?
Well, I think he started just getting a feel. He's a mix guy, so he has to kind of use all his pitches to be effective, and sometimes early in the game, you're not in that mix yet. So, but I think giving up the run early, he started battling a little bit harder and pitching a little bit better, but no walks on the day, no free bases in that regard. So. He still pitched well despite, the 4 leadoff guys getting on base, which was odd or different, I should say, from the Nebraska game. There he didn't pitch as well, but didn't allow any leadoff guys on. So this time he pitched, a little bit different because he had leadoff hitters on and he had to battle.
That's just baseball, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your defense played well today, and Charles and Plucky each came up with 3 hits. So, you had enough offense, and all phases of your game kind of contributed today.
Yeah, and defensively we've been pretty good. Miller didn't make the throw on the slow one, but we turned a couple double plays that I thought kind of thwarted some rallies and potential rallies, I should say. So defensively we've been doing well, but again our pitchers got some ground ball outs. The outfield, for the most part, I thought, did a nice job as well. So, Plawecki throwing the runner out, early was important. So, we've been piecing it together, pitching-wise and defensively, and again, the hits today were timely.
I'm sure this has been addressed before, but just the way you guys are starting these series on Friday and getting good starts from Joe, and just winning these games to set the tone for the weekend.
Well, there's an expectation. I think there's always an expectation, but I think, with an older group, they've been through it. First time through the order, their pitcher was good. We didn't panic, and we looked for that little opening that we can get. And again, we only had 2 leadoff guys get on base, but both of them wind up scoring. So those are the 2 innings that we scored. We got leadoff guys on. So, but Charles had a really good day, and we're going to need that. We're going to need somebody to step up each and every day, and in this lineup, it could be a different person every day.